Hey Divine Tribe, this is your friend, Tahiri Divine. Thank you for tuning in. If you are on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe bell, notification bell, subscribe button, comment, like, and share this video because sharing is caring. You guys can also find me on my blog site at TahiriDivine.com, and all my social sites is Tahiri Divine. All right, so guys, this video is about Archangel Michael. I'll be sharing my experience with Archangel Michael and then some information that you guys can use so that you can start working with him and using his energy to help you along your journey. So let's go ahead and start. I'll start maybe giving some background information about Archangel Michael, and then I will share my experiences with him. So Archangel Michael is one of the head archangels. He is the protector and defender angel, especially for those who are like myself, who is a life path 7. So that means you'll be more on the spiritual, intuitive nature of your lifestyle. Will be more in that vein. Not saying that just because you're not a life past 7 doesn't mean you won't have that, but just that's what it is. So he is the protector and defender for those. Also too, if you guys are practicing the occult or magic or getting into that, he is definitely there to help defend and protect you as you are learning and growing within your spirituality, within your practice. Some things to know about Archangel Michael, like his days. His feast day, which is coming up, is September 29th. So that's the day of his feast or celebration, or commemorating his energy and what he's done and brought to this world. Also, his days of the week are Thursdays and Sundays. He's associated with the color red and gold, sometimes black, but mostly red and gold is the association for his colors. So if you were working with candle magic or wanted to honor or just to, give him reverence, you can use the 7-day candles or tall candles. Red is fine, or gold one, or a simple white candle is good. I like to use white candles because they're pretty much, you can be used for any kind of energy. The time that's associated with him, or is the best times of the day to work with him, is between the 1 o'clock hour to the 8 p.m. o'clock hour. Particularly earlier, the first half of the hour is the best hour to work with him. Now you can work with him at any time and any day. I'm just saying if you want to maximize on the days that he's mostly exalted or mostly over, those days and those times would be opportune. So let me see. He's also known as the teaching angel. So he will help teach us and help us master our magic or our spiritual intuitive gifts or the intuitive arts. So, if you guys are into the intuitive arts, that's where he's the realm over. He's also the angel over the third eye or brow chakra, which is our pineal gland. And our pineal gland is known as the sun of the body. And he is the representation or corresponds to the sun. That's why we have Sun Day. Other correspondents of his in different pantheons, for the Orishas, his correspondent would be Ogun. In Greek, it would be Apollo. In Kemet or Egypt, it would be Horus. Sometimes even Ra is one of his correspondents. Really great ways to work with him that I would recommend, or let me say this, his sigil. He also has a sigil, and I actually have it right here because I have a sigil of his. You can see that. That is his symbol, his sigil there. So you can actually carve, if you use a white candle, like I have a white candle here. Let's say you had a white tall candle, you can actually carve his sigil in the candle, or you can draw it here on the candle, and that can be used as a way of invoking his energy to work with you and protect you and be that guiding, teaching helper that you may need him to be. So that's what he does. Really other great tools that you guys can use to really help his energy. Doreen Virtue has a really nice Archangel Oracle card deck. I don't particularly have that deck, but I know that's a really good one to use. There is an Archangel Michael deck, which I use the app for, and I'll make sure I leave the links for you guys in the description so you guys can use those resources if you guys would like. Now, these are some really good books I want to share with you guys that can help you guys learn more about the angels, particularly Archangel Michael and the other archangels. So we have Working with the Archangels by Theolyn Cartons. So this is really about esoteric or metaphysical knowledge about angels. We also have another book called The Magician's Table, the complete book of correspondences. And that is by Alan Richardson. And this is just really to know about angels, archangels, and other deities and how they correspond. So like I was saying, the correspondence for Archangel Michael and other pantheons is Ogun, Horus, Ra, or Apollo. There's a lot more that are similar to his energy, like representing that sun god energy or that Christ consciousness or the higher self. That is really what he represents. That's why he's over the third eye, brow chakra. Also, the Book of Angels is a really good book as well that you guys can use to help learn more about angels and, of course, Archangel Michael. Now, I want to share my own personal story with working with Archangel Michael. Like I shared with you guys, I'm a life path 7. So I've always been really intuitive, very in tune to my dreams. They're just very profound. So a lot of my working with Archangel Michael has always been in my dreams. Now, even before I knew this was Archangel Michael, I always knew he was I just had this presence that I knew there was something protecting me. I want to share this one story. When I was in junior high, I was like 6th or 7th grade, and I was leaving my locker. I had this bottom locker, and like the bell rang, so it was like time to go to class. And I got up, and this all happened so quickly. When I got up to start walking, there was a kid in front of me, and he had like a pencil or some kind of pencil. It was a sharp object he had in his hand, and I guess he tripped or slipped, and he was falling backwards. And I'm just now getting up to start walking. So this all happened so quickly. And so his pen came and it cut me across my face. I'm careful not to cut myself, but it slashed me across my face. But I kid you guys not, like it was all splits of seconds. I saw this white flash, like coming from, like I said, I'm just getting up, and I just saw this white flash come across my face like this as the guy was falling, and his solar pen slashed me across my face and almost gouged my eyes out. And I kid you not, I truly strongly believe now that I know, looking back, that was Archangel Michael protecting me on a physical way so that I wouldn't lose my sight or my eyes, because when I went to the nurse, they was like, oh wow, it's amazing how this thing just completely skipped over your eye. It was like jump and then jump. Like it just completely skipped over my eyeballs and my eye. And I could have lost my eye. So I know that was one aspect of him being a protector for me. And this is other things too. But when I started consciously working with Archangel Michael was about 2 or 3 years ago. I did a spirit guide attunement reading with Rev Joyce from Living Joyful Now, one of my favorite spiritualist teachers, especially when I was starting my practice. And the night before, I always have these really like very profound dreams. And I'll say this. Anyway, so the night before I had this dream, and I was like Archangel Michael came to me in this full form, and he always had looked like this to me. So if you guys are familiar with Queen Afua, her son Supernova Sloan, who's known as like the hip hop medicine man, and also Super Mega Greens. Have you had your greens today? That's how Archangel Michael has always looked like to me. So when I remember when I first saw Supernova like some years ago, I was like, gosh, this guy looks kind of like familiar. And now I see why. My Archangel Michael comes in that form to me. So he's like a really tall, like he's like maybe 9 feet. Like he's super tall, but he has like a similar face for me as Supernova. And then he's like built and buff like that too. So that's how he just came to me. And I can remember saying in my dreams like, hey, you like Supernova. And he was like, well, maybe Supernova looks like me. And I was like, maybe. But anyway, so that's just the form he comes to me. He can come in many different forms, in whatever form that you need him to be for you. I know there's one, or some people say, he comes to them as Michael Jackson, which I truly can see that, because Michael Jackson was truly an angel on earth, guys. He truly was. But not to go off to a tangent, but that was how his form is for me. And so the next day when I did my reading with Rev Joyce, and that came up, and she was like, yeah, that's totally how he presents himself to you. And I tell you, I want to show you guys, I think I talked about his sigil. That's another thing. If I did this again, sorry guys, but this is his sigil right here. And so I carry that with me. There's a few Archangel Michael prayers that you can use to invoke his energy to be with you, because spiritual protection is very, very important. One of the things that I realized coming to this spiritual community, and sometimes even religion too, there's not this talk a lot about protecting yourselves, and especially if you're going to start practicing magic or getting into other forms of divination or whatever. It's very, very much important to have your spiritual team with you and know your spiritual team and work with them. So I'm going to share that in another video of working with your spiritual team. But this one's about Archangel Michael. So if you guys have any questions or want to book a reading with me, intuitive reading with me, please feel free. I'll leave all my links below, and I'll leave also the information on how you guys can start working with Archangel Michael and how you can start using that along your journey. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.